Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. My name is Game Overachieved, and today we're jumping into a retro classic with retro achievements enabled. Retro achievements add new challenges to old games like speedruns, no damage boss fights, and completing the game on difficulties you normally wouldn't. I'm working to master as many classics as I can in hardcore mode, that means no save states and no cheats. And today's game is Disney's Hercules action game for the PlayStation 1. Boy, what a classic. Today we're going to be unlocking all 44 achievements for a total of 385 points on the Retro Achievements website. First, I set the game to Herculean difficulty and gave myself an extra life just in case you never know when you need it. One of the achievements requires us to beat the game on Herculean difficulty anyway, so we might as well get started the right way. I always loved how this game just picked the scenes right from the movie. There's something special about how these old Disney games brought the animated movies to life. I also want to mention, even though most achievements are pretty easy to get, some of them will only trigger when you meet a very specific requirement, like collecting every collectible in every stage, for example. The game takes us through all the classic moments, from our training with Phil in Damsel in Distress, all the way up to facing off the final boss in the Underworld, and yeah, spoiler alert, it's Hades. To get every achievement, I need to collect all the Hercules letters, every Greek jar, there's 4 of them in each level, and a certain amount of golden coins depending on each stage. Thankfully, that's not too hard if you take your time and you know where to look. While playing this game and editing this video, I noticed that Hercules can get really funny movements sometimes, but it only adds to the charm of the game. What's not charming though is the fact that the game doesn't explain any of the controls. So unless you already know you can ground pound, you're going to miss out on a ton of secrets hidden throughout the stages. Alright, so after watching the cutscene of Hades already hating our guts before we are even born, we go straight into stage 1, Damsel in Distress, where Phil trains us to become a hero. Oh, and speaking of secret rooms, here's the first one. We ground pound 3 times on this convenient broken looking rock, which already gives us a bunch of Hercules letters, jars, and a handful of golden coins. While exploring, we see our first Hercules action figure, which increases our max health. Once you collect enough of these and you fill your health bar all the way to the max, we unlock our first achievement, Herculean Force. 1 done, 43 to go, let's go. There's also an item called Hercules, which basically just refills your health bar. There are also several power-ups laying around, also known as Gifts of the Gods, that gives you offensive abilities, like a helmet that makes you invincible, a sword that can shoot lightning, one that sends out shockwaves, and a fire sword who shoot out homing fireballs. Pretty neat, right? And each one of them needs to be used a certain number of times to unlock specific achievements. But most of the times we will be using our basic sword attack. Also, meet Hermes, the little blue guy who gives us checkpoints. Oh, and I almost forgot, one of the best attacks in the game is Hercules' charge up attack. It's so satisfying to land such a powerful punch that can literally shatter big constructions like this pillar over here. There are also small vases hidden in the stages that gives you extra lives, and once you reach 9 lives, you get an achievement called Prophecy Child. But that's for later. So now that I explained most of the game's mechanics, let's jump right in. It's mostly just gonna be a regular playthrough with some missable achievements we have to look out for. After collecting our 72 golden coins in the first stage, I unlock the second achievement of the run, Basic Coin Hunter. Shortly after that, we get our third achievement for finding all the vases in stage 1, which gives us the Write Down Your First Password achievement. After picking up all the Hercules letters, we also get the Greek Spellcaster 1, and then there's Phil, shaking his ass at the end of the level. Yeah, that's something I didn't really need to see today. Anyway, I finished the first stage and unlocked the Your Basic DID Damsel in Distress achievement. I was only 1% away from the Prosperous Fighter achievement, which is unfortunate, but I can get that in another level. Now, onto stage 2, Hero's Gauntlet. Oh no, I forgot this level was an auto-scroller. I really didn't like these levels as a kid. They make it so much harder to collect everything, especially when the screen forces you to move forward and you can't even go back. It's still the same goal here. Get all the vases, and all the coins, and all the letters. Some obstacles here are downright unfair. You'll get hit no matter what. But there's a cool exclusive power-up in this level that lets you smash through boulders. And be sure not to miss these, because some of them hide collectible items in them you need for your achievement. We managed to grab all the Hercules letters, which gives us the Greek Spellcaster 2 achievement. We also collect 14 golden coins, which gives us the Apprentice Coin Collector achievement. we find all the vases to unlock by leaps and bounds, and we finish off the level to unlock the Hero's Gauntlet achievement. On to stage 3 now, the Centaur's Forest. As the title of the stage explains, this is a forest full of centaurs. Yeah, obviously. And here I finally get my 9th life, which gives us the Prophecy Child achievement. Another easy achievement done. After ground pounding our way into some more secret rooms, we make sure to grab all the vases and coins to get the Art of Finding Things and Intermediate Coin Hunter achievements. Then we make our way to our first boss fight, the Centaur. I remember this being so hard as a kid, because yet again, this game doesn't give any explanation or tips how to beat him, but once you know what to do, it's pretty easy. You climb on top of this rock, avoid getting hit, and then once he turns around, you jump on him, pull his hair to deal damage. Yes, really, pulling his hair does more damage than a sword apparently. We also sneakily collect the final letter sitting near Meg while we are fighting him like a boss, so we get the Greek Spellcaster 3 achievement. After damaging him a few times, Hercules finishes the fight off with a power punch, knocking the centaur up in the air and getting those final hits in from his own hooves. It's a great animation and always satisfying to land. That earns us the Centaur's Forest achievement for completing the stage. Then we meet Meg, who's clearly working for Hades. She tries to charm us and tell us to head to Thebes if we want to be a real hero, because apparently there are a lot of problems in the big city. So we hop on Pegasus and head into level 4, the Big Olive. The enemies here are getting a little bit more intense. We're fighting skeletons, dodging exploding cats. Yeah, you heard me, cats that explode with lightning. And then there's even this creepy guy who flashes us when you get near him and you get items. I don't even know what to say, but hey, I'm not complaining, we need them for our achievements. We also face 2 mini-bosses in this stage. First, we fight a Minotaur that throws stones at you, but 2 can play that game. You just run near the end of the map, you grab a rock yourself, you walk all the way back, you throw it on his head, and we damage him. That's the way how to defeat him. After doing this a few times, he gets knocked down of the stairs, which somehow still damages me, that sneaky son of a... Then we collect some more leathers, vases and golden coins along the way until we face our second mini-boss, the Stymphalian birds. These birds kidnap civilians? Yeah, Meg wasn't lying. This city really has a lot of problems. So we use everything we have in our arsenal, we basic attack, we shoot lightning at them, and we shoot fireballs at them. That will teach them. This is also the first level where we complete one of the power-ups achievements. After using the shock ability 800 times, we get the Electric Devastating Power achievement. After defeating this mini-boss, we get to keep going further into the stage, collecting some more vases and Hercules leathers in our well-known secret rooms, collecting all 120 golden coins, which unlocks us the Greek Spellcaster 4, the Warrior Coin Hunter, and Ancient Grease of Rarities achievements. Then we travel a little further, and that strange man flashes for the last time, and we complete the stage, giving us the Big Olive achievement. And would you look at that, since we managed to collect every single coin this time, we also earned the Prosperous Fighter achievement we missed on out earlier. Awesome, one less achievement to think about. After that, we head into the Hydra Canyon stage, which is the boss battle with the Hydra. I know, surprising, right? This fight is mostly about survival at first. We dodge falling rocks because that's where the collectibles are hidden. We managed to pick up 20 golden coins, earning us the Heroic Coin Hunter achievement. And this is one of the few levels we don't have to collect all the vases, even though they are here to be collected. Maybe they forgot this achievement in, who knows. Also, there are no Hercules leathers in this stage, which makes it easy, because it's one less thing to think about. But after we collected all the coins, we can focus on defeating the Hydra, chopping his head off one by one. And in case you didn't know, when you chop off a Hydra's head, 2 grow back. So when I chop off 1, there's 2. When I chop off 2, there's 3. When I chop off 3, there's... yeah, you get the points. We do this until we end up with this monstrosity. But once we slice off enough of the Hydra's heads, huge rocks fall down and finishes the job. Pretty brutal for a kids game if you ask me. But hey, it gives us the Hydra's Canyon achievement, so I'm fine with it. Not a hard boss, honestly. But we had enough easy moments in the game. Now comes Medusa's Lair. This is hands down one of the hardest levels in the game on Herculean difficulty. In order to defeat this boss, there are 4 phases and it's literally an RNG nightmare. First, she ground pounds and makes rocks fall randomly from the sky, which have no pattern I think, which makes it extremely difficult to dodge them. Then Medusa shoots out a laser beam and you have to be sure you are hiding behind a pillar. Doing so breaks down the pillar and makes a mirror drop on the floor. Then after Medusa shoots 2 poison stingrays that charge at you and you have to time your jump perfectly, because if you don't, they do a lot of damage. The fourth phase, you gotta hide behind the mirror when she does another laser beam attack so we can finally do the first hit. All that for a drop of blood. Oh, and by the way, we are all doing this while dodging skeletons and their attacks. But defeating the skeletons is a must, because in this stage that's where the collectibles are hidden, as well as the Hercules to refill my health. It's chaos here, just pure chaos. And I end up dying a lot here. But eventually, we push through and we earn the Super Heroic Coin Hunter achievement for collecting 6 golden coins, as well as the Anti-Death and Skulls achievement for collecting all the vases. And same as in the previous stage, there are no Hercules letters here. Once Medusa turns herself to stone by lasering the lost mirror, the level ends and we get the Medusa's Lair achievement. Next up in the story, we see Hercules give up his power for 24 hours to save Meg. Simp. Hades uses that chance to free the Titans and take revenge on Zeus and Olympus. This leads us into the next level, Cyclops Attack. And yep, it's another auto-scroller. Great. In this one, we're dodging panicking citizens, smashing through obstacles, and still trying to collect everything, while the Cyclops is screaming into our ears to come out and play. We managed to get all the letters, vases, and coins. That earns us the truly heroic coin hunter, the responsibilities only, and the Greek spellcaster 5 achievements. Finishing the stage gets us the Cyclops attack achievements. This wasn't too bad to be honest, you just gotta be careful of the pits, because those will one-shot you. Then, Meg gets crushed under a pillar, which breaks Hades' deal and gives Hercules his strength back. We hop on Pegasus and rush to Olympus to save Zeus. Now, it's time for Titan Flight. Another auto-scroller. But on the bright side, it's the most fun one in the game. And for a change, it's an auto-scroller that going from left to right instead of the ones that going from back to forward. We fly around in Pegasus, dodging waves of fire, hurricanes, and ice spikes, while we defeat the Stymphalian birds again from Antibes, with our fire and lightning attacks from our sword. Speaking of, in this stage we use our fire sword 100 times, which gives us the Fiery Attack achievement. I pick up the Greek Spellcaster 6 achievement for collecting all the Hercules letters, we pick up 14 golden cores for the Demigod-like Coin Hunter achievement, and all the vases for the Going to Heavenly War achievement. After we rescue Zeus and get a small reunion with our dad, the level ends with the Titan Flight achievement. We see Hercules defeat the Titans, and we're making our way into the next stage to save Meg's soul. Next up on Hercules' busy schedule is the Passageway of Eternal Torments. Ooh, scary. And really funny game, another auto-scroller. That's like 3 in a row already. Anyway, this level moves fast and has you chasing Hades through tons of hazards. Fall into a pit and it's insta-dead. Dodging falling stalagmites, or are they stalactites? It doesn't matter, we are dodging them, that's what counts. The skeletons here are also conveniently annoying place just to hurt you. Still, I managed to collect 100% of everything, get the Godlike Coin Hunter achievement, the Greek Spellcaster 7 achievements, the Home of the Dead and maybe Pictures achievements for getting all the vases, and then the level completion trophy, Passageway of Eternal Torments. Ooh, scary. Again. And finally, the last level, Vortex of Souls, is the final boss battle against Hades. Yeah, I know, who could have guessed? I was expecting it to be a lot harder to be fair. But surprisingly, it's one of the easier fights in the game. I keep swinging my sword, dodging the blue flames, and using powers up like the helmet for invisibility and the arrow sword. In doing so, gets us the 2 last ability achievements, Invisible Armor and Striking Slow and Super. Here we have to damage Hades in order for him to drop the collectibles, so we grab 8 golden coins and a few less vases from him for the Divine Coin Hunter and the Relics and Soul achievements. Once we finally defeat Hades, we unlock the 2 last achievements, Vortex of Souls and Hard Labors. The latter for completing the whole game on Herculean difficulty without using any continues. After the fight, we get one of the last cutscenes. Hercules dives into the Vortex of Souls to rescue Meg's soul. He becomes a true god and meets his parents on Mount Olympus. Zeus is finally proud of him, which is pretty nice. Good thing this isn't actual mythology because things go a lot darker in the original stories. But that's it for this video. Every achievement unlocked in Disney's Hercules for the PlayStation 1, unlocking that sweet golden badge from Hardcore mode. Thank you so much for watching, and a huge thanks to the Retro Achievements team and especially to Sherry Birkin and Salvador17 for creating the achievement set and bringing this game back to life. I hope you enjoyed the video, let me know which one you would like to see next, and I'll see you in the next one.